Money that isn't printed has somehow reshaped the entire world economy. Isn't that wild? A form of money exists online, invisible yet powerful enough to challenge banks and governments worldwide. Yes, I'm talking about cryptocurrency. It's a world where a pizza once cost over $1 billion, and your bank is a code only you control. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by crypto or wondered what it really is, stick with me. By the end of this video, you'll be more crypto fluent than most of your friends and colleagues. So, here's where things start getting interesting. Cryptocurrency isn't your typical money. No paper, no coins jingling in your pocket. Instead, it's a fully digital currency built on cryptography, meaning every transaction is secured with codes so complex that even the most powerful supercomputers struggle to crack them. But here's the kicker. No central bank or government issues it. That's the part that should blow your mind. When you transfer Bitcoin or Ethereum, you're not waiting for a bank officer's approval. It's peer-to-peer. Visualize this. Sending money directly to someone across the planet in moments without begging for clearance. And the beauty? Transparency. Every transaction is recorded on a public ledger, allowing anyone to view it. Security? Check. Speed? Check. Independence from institutions that often control traditional currencies? Double check. In short, cryptocurrency is digital money, encrypted, decentralized, and global. It's not controlled by politics, it's powered by math and code. That's why people call it the Internet of Money. The story of how crypto began sounds almost like a movie. Back in 2008, right in the middle of a global financial crisis, an anonymous figure, Satoshi Nakamoto, dropped a white paper describing something called Bitcoin. Nobody knew who he was or whether it was one person or a group. To this day, his identity is still one of the greatest mysteries in finance. In January 2009, Bitcoin went live. At first, people dismissed it as nerd money, a niche experiment for programmers. But the first real-world purchase happened in 2010 when someone famously spent 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas. At today's value, that meal cost over $1 billion. Crazy, right? Over time, Bitcoin grew from being a digital curiosity to a financial revolution. Other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Ripple, and Litecoin followed, and slowly the world began to take notice. Banks, investors, and governments. What started as an underground idea became a trillion-dollar industry, shaking the foundations of global finance. Here's where it gets wild. At the heart of every cryptocurrency is something called the blockchain. The blockchain is like a giant public ledger, open for anyone to read but impossible to erase. Every transaction is a line written in permanent ink. Instead of one central bank controlling this ledger, copies exist on thousands of computers worldwide. If someone tries to cheat, say, spend the same Bitcoin twice, the system rejects it because the other ledgers don't agree. That's the magic of decentralization. And I'm sure you've heard the term Bitcoin mining, but what is it? With Bitcoin, miners are people who use powerful computers to solve insane math puzzles. When they succeed, they add a new page to the blockchain and earn new coins as a reward. This system is called proof of work. But not all cryptocurrencies stick to that. Ethereum, for example, shifted to proof of stake, where people lock up coins they already own to validate transactions. Less energy, faster transactions, same idea of trust through math. And of course, security. Cryptography locks every wallet with private and public keys. If you've got your key, your coins are safe. Lose it? Well, you've basically burned your own money. Brutal, but that's the price of freedom. Now here's the fun part. What can you actually do with crypto? First, payments. Imagine buying coffee in Tokyo, paying rent in London, or tipping a musician online, all instantly, no currency exchange headaches. Some shops already accept Bitcoin and Ethereum like normal cash. Next, investment. This is where most people jump in. They see crazy gains. Bitcoin once shot from under $1 to over $60,000, and now it's worth much more, and they want a piece of it. Of course, it can crash just as hard, which makes it thrilling and terrifying at the same time. Third, cross-border transfers. For people in countries with unstable currencies, crypto is a lifeline. No bank fees, no restrictions, just pure movement of value. And finally, smart contracts. Ethereum made this possible. Self-executing agreements coded directly onto the blockchain. No lawyer needed, no third-party delay. Just, if this happens, then that happens automatically. Here's where it gets fun. Not all cryptocurrencies are built the same. Bitcoin was the first, launched in 2009, and it's still the most valuable. People call it digital gold because of its limited supply and store of value reputation. Then comes Ethereum, and honestly, it's a game changer. Unlike Bitcoin, it wasn't just about money, it introduced smart contracts and decentralized applications. Picture these apps that run without a central authority, powered only by code. That's Ethereum's magic. We also have Litecoin, often described as Bitcoin's little brother. Faster transactions, lighter fees. It was designed to fix some of Bitcoin's weaknesses. Ripple, on the other hand, focuses on banking and international money transfers. Big institutions actually use it to move funds across borders. And don't forget the altcoins, thousands of other tokens created for specific projects, from gaming to supply chain management. Some will vanish, some will thrive. The crypto world is a jungle, and these are its most famous creatures. If you're new to this, I'm sure you have questions like, where exactly do I go to buy this thing? It actually sounds scarier than it really is. Getting crypto is about as easy as setting up an online shopping account nowadays. Just pick an exchange, popular ones are Coinbase, Binance, or Kraken, and sign up. Perform identity verification, and then whatever money you want to put in can be transferred. Now, depending on how long deposits and withdrawals take, buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, or that special coin of yours can typically be done in minutes. The entire process seems a bit intimidating when you stare at it for the first time. But after one transaction, you'll see that it is a legitimate digitalized transaction. Not so different from ordering shoes online. Some prefer brokers who handle the buying process for you, almost like ordering stock. And there's peer-to-peer trading, where you buy directly from another person. Riskier, but more private. Another question you may have is, once you buy it, where do you keep it? That's where digital wallets come in. Crypto digital wallets come in two types, hot and cold. Hot wallets are connected to the internet, super convenient, but more vulnerable to hacks. Cold wallets are offline devices like a USB drive for your coins. Safer, but less handy. And here's a golden rule you never want to forget. Don't ever lose your private keys. Those random strings of characters are the password to your fortune. Lose them, and no one, not even the exchange, can bring your coins back. But let's be brutally honest. Crypto isn't all sunshine. The biggest red flag? Volatility. One day your coin is up 40%, the next day it's down 60%. It's not for the faint-hearted. Then there are scams and frauds, rug pulls, fake coins, phishing links, you name it. Billions have been lost to clever schemes. Even legit exchanges have been hacked. Remember Mt. Gox in 2014? Poof, 850,000 bitcoins gone. And here's another tough one, regulation, or better yet, the lack of it. In some countries, crypto is banned outright. In others, it's a legal gray zone. If someone steals your coins, there's no bank insurance, no FDIC, and no cavalry coming to save you. You're on your own. So while crypto can change lives, it can also wipe out savings in a blink. That's the double-edged sword you've got to respect. Still, you've got to admit, the upside is jaw-dropping. Decentralization means no government or bank can shut it down. Transactions are transparent, recorded forever on the blockchain, yet your identity stays private. Another game changer? Global accessibility. Whether you're in New York or a remote village in Africa, if you've got internet, you've got crypto. No bank account needed. That's financial inclusion like never before. Then there's speed and flexibility. Think about it. Sending thousands of dollars across the world in minutes with tiny fees. Traditional banking looks prehistoric compared to that. And let's not forget, it gives people control over their own money. No interest rate changes or other government policies affecting your wallet. No third party freezing your funds, just pure ownership. The flip side? Crypto has significant red flags. First, the volatility. Prices swing like a roller coaster, making it hard to treat Bitcoin like real money. Consider this. You get paid in crypto and your salary can drop overnight. Next, the security risks. Yes, the blockchain is secure, but human mistakes aren't. One wrong click on a phishing email or losing your private keys, and goodbye coins. Then there's regulatory uncertainty. Governments are scrambling to figure this out, some embrace it, others ban it, and most just hover in confusion. That means one new law can either boost or crush your portfolio. And honestly, limited acceptance. Sure, a few big companies take crypto, but you can't exactly buy groceries at the local store with Ethereum, at least not yet. Until adoption grows, it's more speculation than everyday currency. And that's the beauty and chaos of cryptocurrency. Unstoppable innovation wrapped in massive risk. Whether it becomes the future of money or just a wild experiment, one thing's certain. Crypto's story is still being written, and its next chapter might be even crazier than what we've seen so far. If you liked this video, please give a thumbs up, and if you'd like more updates on topics to help you grow your wealth, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell icon so you don't miss any videos and get notifications on time. Don't hesitate to give suggestions for our videos. See you at the next one.